Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Soulcreek. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get for free on itch.io. That's pretty much it. I don't have a Patreon. So, on the last Let's Play, we heard that Aeyon came to the village. So we went to go see him, which basically was us going through the village and Loken here being very overprotective to, like, a kind of extreme degree. Because, like, A, he doesn't trust people, but also B, it's just kind of like he doesn't, know how to handle people because, isn't much of a social person. But then we kind of reprimanded him just a little bit. But apparently he's good with kids because when a group of kids came out of their school, they're like, Loken! Da, 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 da. And Loken's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you some stuff, and then you guys have to listen to the teacher and then tell me what's happened, what you learned at the end of the day. So he's very good at having, or very good with children. But enough about that. We are where Aeyon is. So, let's reset our face. And attempt to read, because, today's a bit of a rough day for me. Aeyon, we are here. Boy. I jump when I hear a raucous, blasting voice before I even set foot in the building. The stench hits me first, like raw chemical waste and ragged bone marinating filth. Ew. The place is a tip. Oh, like it's, not very good put together. It's even messier inside. Chunks of metal are scattered about like a junkyard. Hold it, I'm coming. Wait. We enter the makeshift chemistry lab, lined with pots, pans, and laboratory equipment. A ceiling lamp buzzes above us, the sound of bubbling fluids atop, hissing Bunsen burners clouds my senses. There are crates all around the floor. Most are locked tight, but some are left open. They contain all manner of things. Sci-fi relics, circuit boards, bones, and chemicals. I look at Loken, who is waiting with folded arms. Are you sure this guy knows his stuff? Yes, he is good. The door nearest to us bursts open. So someone had rammed into it at full speed from the opposite side. Yeah, it's a little guy. Loken! Ah! Best hound. My best hound. Here, come here. Here! Aeyon charges out Loken on stumpy legs and graciously claps him on by the arms, despite only coming to the husky's belly in height. Loken grins happily at him. Aeyon, it's good to see you. You are well? Good, just good. Yeah. Great to see you, my boy. They seem really close. Loken didn't mention that. I'm amazed to see someone shorter than me for once. Aeyon seems like quite an old mole, but his entire demeanor buzzes with youthful energy. He wears a thick jacket and has a huge, bulging satchel around his shoulder, a pair of comically thick goggles that are strapped to his face. Gracious, is this Alex? Look at him. Look at you. Before I can react, Aeyon lunges at me and clasps me by the shoulders. I'm a little unnerved by the size of his claws on his fingers, but they don't look dangerous. In fact, nothing about him looks dangerous. He just seems like a small bundle of hyperactivity. Amazing. Astonishing. Aeyon, be careful. He is injured. I heard you might be able to help us with... Of course. Sit. Sit here, over here, by the shelf. Taken aback, I glance to my left and... No, the other shelf. There, look. Aeyon kicks the wooden stool over in my direction. There, sit. I awkwardly park my butt on the stool by the indicated shelf. My nerves are again the better of me. Loken marches to my side and parks himself next to me like a guard dog. Aeyon hops onto a stall in front of me and slides closer, dragging the stool noisily across the floor. Let's get a good look at you, my friend. Hold still. Still. Aeyon presses the flat metal of a spoon against my cheek and peers at me with fascination. Shh. Don't move. I freeze, giving Loken a wide-eyed look of amusement. Loken, however, doesn't look at all that amused. Despite his apparent trust in Aeyon, I still sense his protective instincts kicking in. It's alright, Loken. I'm fine. Everyone says humans are extinct here, but I am entirely certain I am one. Aeyon removes the spoon from my cheek, then peers in my eyes. Yep. I've been told everything. Chief Dravonia wants to know what your story is, Alex. I'm sure you're eager to know yourself. You have no idea. I literally woke up here with no memories. I just want some answers. That's where I come in. I'm Aeyon, the only living biochemist in all of Ilila? Whatever. Of course, I moonlight as a healer for the clans too. You're a doctor as well? He barks with laughter. Doctor? That's a pre-cascade technology, that. Dravonia was right about you. Well, let's get started. A few tests. Close off. Over there, please. No. What now? Easy, Loken. I'd rather keep them on, if that's okay. He prefers modesty. What? You lot? Modesty? How ridiculous. Ridiculous. I've seen your lot, Loken. Prancing around during your indulgence. Everything out. Flapping about. Dongs and tits. Loken scowls. I don't do that. Aeyon points at me with a wicked grin, like a tiddly aunt gossiping at the wedding. You should see it, Alex. And you can't stop him. No. Honestly, it's ludicrous. Drink, dance, and fornicate. It's all they do. I mean, really. Can you not have one party that doesn't pertain to noshing away at each other's privates? I chuckle. I've decided I like him. Fine. Not a problem. Alex, hold still for me. Aeyon clasps my hand around his own, placing a spiny finger beneath my wrist. As Aeyon touches me, Loken exhales tensely. The mole has gone completely still. I assume he's taken my pulse. Heartbeat is normal. He pulls the drawer open and fumbles around for something inside. He finds what he's looking for quickly. Is that a flashlight? Yep. Hold still. Without warning, he switches on and steadies my head, shining it directly in my eyes. Ow! Eyes open, please. Where did you get a working flashlight from? Gift. From the Hound. Pupil dilation is fine. Aeyon puts the torch back in the cupboard, then pierces my eyes through his thick goggles. Age? I'm not sure exactly. I think about 20. I'd wager the same, going by the simian features. What? Your face. Simian. Just as I thought. Loken scowls at Aeyon, looking confused. Simian? There are no primates in Ilila. You're looking at one, Loken. Husky's confused expression deepens. Humans are not primates. We sort of are. Different genus hound, just like you. Not all canines are Pomeranians, are they? I am confused. The cipher texts call him Homo sapien. Explain. That also means human. But you just said. I sense the poor guy's frustration. He just can't wrap his head around all this. I feel like a child. This is why I do not talk about these things, Aeyon. Rubbish. You talk to me all the time. Not about old knowledge. You? A Blackrunner? You who, charge about in the Blackzones without a second thought? Scared of the old knowledge? Crazy, crazy, crazy. In any case, Alex, I'm here for you. So, just to confirm, no memories at all? No. He peers closely at me. I try to look into his eyes, but the outlandish goggles are so thick, I'm not convinced he even has any. Can you see with those on? Or can you see with... yeah. Ha 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 ha. Can I see? Alex, I can't see without them. Lower your head then. Let's see that skull of yours. I do as he asks, lower my head to his level. He places his huge mole hands on either side of my face and carefully brushes through my hair. What are... Checking for trauma. You are touching him. Hey, do not... don't you go giving me jealous dog. Nobody likes jealous dog, remember? Loken bares his teeth. Really? With the teeth? The growling? The snarling? Distracting. Loken, cool it. We just talked about this. Sorry. He doesn't like it when people touch me. You never change, do you? Honestly. The husky grumbles something incoherent, stepping even close to me as Aeyon continues to inspect my head. Lift your chin up. Let's check your airways. Aeyon puts his hand on my throat gently, pressing down. Aeyon, careful with him. He is small. I'm checking for traumatic brain injury and tracheal inflammation. Please, 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 sod off for a moment. Aeyon releases me. I feel strange, just like how I just got the freakiest head massage in Ilala. Loken, tell me about this pod you found him in. Large, steel, ovoid in shape. Nope, heard enough. I don't know it. Can't say. Suspended animation? Maybe. Time for some tests. He hops off the stool and bumbles over to storage containers littered around the hut, clambering amongst them and searching for something. Whilst he's searching, I give Loken a curious stare. You know Aeyon well? I do. So, you trust him to help me? You did promise you'd rein your jealousy in. His ears flatten guiltily. I am trying. Our conversation is halted by a loud clattering as Aeyon fumbles through his mountain of junk. Nope. Where is it? Ah! Here. Aeyon turns his back to us with a syringe in his grasp. Loken growls. You have cleaned that? Loken. Hey, honestly, have I? Honestly, what do you take me for? It's impossible to ignore Loken's throat vibrating threateningly as Aeyon draws the syringe close to my arm. Before the needle can make contact. Stop. You're going to hurt. Loken. Aeyon sighs, his patience with Loken having apparently reached its end. Loken, dear Loken, my best boy. Hound. The mole grabs the bemused husky's paw and clasps it, placing his other hand on top of him and pat it gently. Dear hound, dear hound. All this, the snarling, standing, staring, it's too much. It's distracting. I can see you've taken responsibility for Alex, and that's fine. I'm not asking you to change. But I can't help him with you breathing down our necks. So please, from the bottom of my heart, with kind regards, sincerely, if I may be so bold, would you mind fucking off for a while? Loken snatches his paw back and shoots an outraged scowl. I am not leaving. You'll be okay, Loken. No. As much as I've come to admire the hound, his behavior is getting ridiculous. You promised. This isn't gonna work if we're just gonna stand there and growl at him. I'm responsible for you. I'm not leaving. He's more stubborn than I imagined, but I have an idea. Could you at least get more Dawn Lily then? My cut really hurts. His eyes widen at me. You're in pain? After you grabbed me on the way here, yeah, it's a bit stiff. His ears droop, and he avoids my eye. I am sorry. It's okay. I pat his arm, smiling. When I touch him, his ears perk up and his tail twitches. If you give me another dose for the pain, I'll forgive you. Quite suddenly, his eyes narrow at me irritably. He clearly knows I'm trying to manipulate him, and he doesn't like it. Sorry, I really need Aeon's help. Please, just let him speak with me alone. I'll tell you everything we find out afterwards. You could go back to your classes. You did promise to hear what they learned about... Oops, sorry, I got herpes. Learned about today. Those kids need you. Sounds like you made a promise with Alex, Loken. You know you can trust me, don't you? Hound? Trust me? That seems to do the trick. His face softens. I trust you, Aeon. Alex, if you aren't sure, I'll leave you with Aeon. I smile at him. Thanks, Loken. But he doesn't move. He just stares at us. Loken. With those crystal eyes narrow at me again, and he finally relents. The husky begins to stomp out of the hut, turning back before leaving out the door. You'll be careful with them? Hound, go! I'll see you in a bit, Loken. With a final grunt of dissatisfaction, the door slams shut and Loken disappears. If I didn't know better, I'd say he quite likes you. I feel my cheeks burning. He's just, do you know why he's acting like that? I'm no psychologist, so no. Part of the canine charm, perhaps. Although, must say, never seen him quite this bad. Sorry, reguts. I hate those things. Not since when he was younger, anyway. You've known him a long time? Ah. Aeon smiles fondly. He was a difficult lad to deal with when he came of age. Troubled mind. Very troubled. A bit of a rough childhood, you could say. Never had any consistent guidance. So he caused a lot of trouble. There weren't many with the patience to put up with him, save for Dravonia. She tried harder than anyone to keep him in line. When I'd visit the clan, I'd spend time with him. Came to think of him as a bit of an adopted son. I did. Eyes widened. You're like a father? No, wait. You're like a father to him. Oh, yes. I know him well. All those tantrums and emotional breakdowns. Guess who talked him into his senses? Me. Not enough, but enough of that. Let's talk about you. You, and only you. Hold still as can be. With a huge mole mitt on my shoulder to steady me, and pierces the syringe in my upper arm. I wince. What are you doing with my blood? Checking for signs of the affliction. The thing that makes male birth rate so low? I thought nobody knew what caused it. Again, it's been a hot minute since I played this game, but is it that thing... Was it this game that they talked about? Something like that? Because I've completely forgotten about that. Is it like more women are born than men and then stuff? Oh, no. Aeon knows. The affliction is a positive strand of RNA virus. But no one told you that. Because I do remember that, you know, a spoiler for Sileo, but it's going to be a while. At least for Ty's route, it's like, oh yeah, there's this, there's some weird thing happening where, like, all the men are turning gay, and, like, they're losing their ability to have children. No, they didn't. That's because no one knows what a virus even is. They don't. Aeon chuckles as he pops a pair of glasses test tubes into the stand. Glass test tubes. Filling each with the same of my blood freshly extracted from my arm. Hereditary, highly infectious, highly incurable, too. Here's the catch. No symptoms. Not even a cough. Totally inconsequential. Until you have a child? Aeon nods. Say goodbye to a healthy male birth rate. That's crazy. Where did it come from? Who knows? I've been trying to figure that out for decades. I have. Nothing. Do you know anything about the cascade? Afraid not, boy. Afraid not. The mole lays several small strips of paper out on the shelf. He carefully adds a drop of my blood to each one. I watch him curiously, trying to make sense of this particular mole. He's quite something. Loken mentioned you were an automunk once. What were they like? Not much to tell about them. Cultists in robes of dust. They believe technology is sacred and hoard the old knowledge for themselves. He makes an exaggerated shake of his head. Nonsense. Ironic enough, eh? Science and spirituality coming together like that. Aeyon bumbles back across the room to fumble through more containers. Want someone to blame for the death of progress in all these times? Blame the automonks. Who do they trust to maintain their sacred technology? Only themselves. Leaves the primitive clans ignorant, they say, and keep the knowledge for themselves. Seems like corruption is still alive and well in Ilila. Is that why you left them? Aeyon shrugs. He's only half paying attention to me. I watch him fumble with various chemicals and beakers as he blends my blood into all sorts of mixtures. A bit of a technicality that. I never properly joined them. Now, you tell me something. Omnivore? Huh? You, humans, you're omnivores? Oh, yeah. Thought as much. And the tailbone? What's that about? Is it cut off at birth? Or a coming-of-age ritual? Yes? No, we just don't have tails. Bah! There goes my theory. How long have humans been extinct exactly? Aeyon bows, blows a raspberry through his cheeks, give me a half-heart shrug. 400 or 500 years? Give or take a century or two. Nobody knows. Nobody. Human remains are near impossible to come by. Would you permit a few more tests? Just want to see what I can make of you. Sure, that's why I'm here. Grand. First, I need a little hair off your head of yours. Over the next hour or two, Aeyon conducts a number of tests on me. They weren't invasive, and he frequently mentioned how limited he was by his primitive equipment, and he seemed to know what he was talking about. I haven't worked up the courage to tell him anything more about my condition yet. Positive. So I'm infected. You are infected. The affliction has you, but see the pale color on your test strip? For anyone else, it would be a deep green. What does that mean, you ask? It means very early incubation. You were infected recently. If I had to guess how long, I'd say about 2 days. Spot on. That's how long I've been awake. I probably caught it from Loken. There isn't any cure? Alex, everyone here is infected. Everyone. It's hereditary. The only way to escape the infection is to be born before it even existed and sealed in a tomb until now. So, the suspended animation theory is looking likely. Exactly. That means you, dear Alex, have at least 500 years old. Perhaps even up to 1,000. Tell me, Alex. Did the Zypher have technology to induce suspended animation? I'm not sure. My knowledge of them is, it's hard to describe. None of this explains why Bite is in my head. The most important thing, Alex, is that I have no reason to think you're anything other than human, even if I can't tell where you came from. That ought to satisfy Dravonia. I twist my mouth uncertainly. I've gotten more answers from him in an hour than anyone else has in 2 days. He hasn't once treated me with fear or disrespect. Aeyon is completely unpretentious. He's been nothing but kind to me. He's fiercely intelligent and very wise. Yet isn't bound by the level of ignorance the rest of the tribe seems to be. I don't think I'm going to get a better opportunity for this. If I want some real answers, I'm gonna have to give him something. Um, what if, uh, what if there was something I haven't said? I don't think it will come up on those tests. Oh? Gervonio was really suspicious of me, so I kind of sorta kept this a secret, even from Loken. I can't explain it myself, but I'm not sure how they'll react. I was planning on asking you, but... Ah, personal is it? Not exactly. Something's wrong with me. Eh? What is it? Raisin? No, it's... Infection? No. Ah, allergic reaction to canine hair. No, Aeyon, it's... Look, just promise me you won't freak out. Alex, please. I've heard it all. You can't freak me out. I bet I can. Well, thing is, Wow. Where to begin? Can you check inside my head? Like, do you have anything there that shouldn't be, or do I have anything there that shouldn't be? Even through his goggles, I can feel Aeon stare. He crosses his arms, his mouth thinning at me. And why would I need to do that, Alex? Just, what are you expecting me to find in that skull of yours? I'm only realizing now how absurd I must sound without telling him about Bite. But that just feels like a step too far, because I think there's a chance I'm not exactly human. Or at least, if I am, I'm a really fucked up one. The things I can do that humans can't. I can move in ways I didn't think I could. I don't need to breathe or eat anything. I know things that I shouldn't. Aeon frowns curiously at me. Sounds like you have some odd qualities. Given the circumstance of your arrival, I suspected something might not be quite right. You did? Well, should I have? I mean, a living human. That's impossible. None of this was going to be straightforward. You say you can't eat? When was the last meal? I shrug. As far as I know, I've never eaten anything in my life. And you said you can't breathe? No, I can, but I don't have to. I can hold my breath indefinitely. I know it seems crazy, but, well, watch. I point in my mouth and stop breathing. Aeon's eyes narrow, but he eventually catches on to what I'm doing and watches curiously. After a minute of silence, the mole takes my hand again and takes my pulse a second time, while I continue to hold my breath. At least 3 minutes pass, and Aeon is looking increasingly confused. Still got a steady heartbeat. Peculiar, alarming, and peculiar. So you see what I mean? I'm clearly not normal, right? Interesting, interesting. So, what functions do you still have? Sleep? Drink? I still sleep. I haven't had to drink much. How's your mind? Do you feel your emotions are in working order? I'd say so. I've been feeling anxious. Understandable, understandable. Do you have a sexual drive? My mind immediately jumps to images of Loken, and my face reddens. I'll take that scowl as a yes. Am I really that easy to read? So, do you know what might be wrong with me? Couldn't say. Everything about you is perfectly normal, on the outside at least. Inside, who knows? All these traits leave me pondering. What does your stomach look like? Your lungs? How are they functioning? How is any of this possible? I think I have a computer chip inside my brain. The mole looks at me as though I've gone totally mad. Computer chip? Oh, Alex, you're getting into old knowledge that only the Automonks could possibly comprehend. The breathing, the eating, computer chip wouldn't explain all that away. Computers weren't magical. Do you know much about computers? Or AI? AI? Ah, you mean ancient cipher machine intelligence. Afraid not. In any case, I don't have the means to look at your head, not without a very, very sharp knife. I'd rather you not lobotomize me, to be honest. Yes, yes, me too. Not ideal, not ideal. Any chance of getting this pod you're found in? Loken said Devil's Crag is swarming with demons now. It'll be a while before it's safe again. Could the autumn monks help us? Aeyon barks, a sudden explosion of laughter at me. Really now? Why do you think they'd want to help you, Alex? Why wouldn't they? No, no. Why would they? I crossed my arms indignantly. They revere cipher technology. I'm a living cipher. The mole shakes his head sadly. Not quite. They don't revere technology. They revere knowledge. Without any memory, you've none to offer them. So what? That's it? No one can help me? I just don't know what to suggest, Alex. Your issues aren't exactly normal. No way, no way. I don't know anything about your condition. I've never heard of anything like it. Damn it, I just want this mystery to end. The boy in frustration is starting to get to me. Where do Bite and I come from, or go from? Where do I go from? I think it would be come from. Let's just put that in the art. Or paint. Yeah, I use very basic stuff to be like, here's this thing. Aeyon was already shot. Now wishing to say something I'll regret, I direct my annoyance into a growl of anguish. Oh, don't you start growling at me now, mister. Sorry. It wasn't at you. This whole thing is so messed up. I have no idea what to do next. I take a breath. Aeyon pouts thoughtfully. You know, the Ottomans do have a particular machine. It takes pictures of your insides. My head perks up, my eyes widen with interest. Like an X-ray machine? And if you can, if your condition could be identified, they would be the ones to do it. If they couldn't, that in itself would be very alarming. They know everything. I was gonna be like, oh, maybe it could be an MRI machine, but yeah, we wouldn't want to do that if we have any sort of metals in us, because that would, well, yeah. And I don't think asking Automonks for help would be a good idea, Alex. They're the most powerful people in Ilila. They are. How? Are they great warriors or something? Oh no. Pacifists. But Alex, the Automonks have monopolized all progress. People will tell you that technology is dead. It isn't. It's lying out there, in the Blackzones. Much of it's still functional. Any Blackrunner will tell you that. No. Technology is alive and well. But knowledge? That's dead. All that technology is useless when nobody knows how to use it. Invention is gone, Alex. You want plumbing? You want plumbing for your clan? Oh, plumbing, yeah. Freezers to preserve food? Electricity. You go to the Automonks. They hold all the knowledge, and it's not sharing. In return, they can have anything they want. Protection, salvage, weapons, supplies. They control progress, Alex. They pull the strings. I wonder if we're going to be, like, going against them by being like, hey, we know how to do stuff like, what is a toothbrush? In spite of the corruption described by the Automonks, I stand firm. If they can help me, I'll take that risk. I'll make a deal with them, whatever it takes. Alex, I'm not sure. I need to know what's wrong with me. What if it's important? You could help. Surely they'd listen to you. You used to be one of them. Aeyon scratches his chin with one of his long claws, his face flat. I'll admit, I'm pretty damn curious about your condition myself. How about this? Tomorrow morning, you and I visit the Great Barrier. I'll ask them to give you an audience. Okay, great. But you'll have to let me handle them. I make no promise that they'll agree to see you. I'll meet you at Loken's lodge. We'll go together, yes? Alright, tomorrow morning. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery. Yep, yes indeed. But now, if you'll excuse me, Alex, I'll have to ask you to leave. I promised Ravoni I'd meet with her. You're not gonna tell her about... No. I'll say nothing. Not for the moment. I'll tell her you're perfectly human. since I have no proof otherwise, and that's that. But, Alex, you must tell Loken. Today. You must. You must. The Hound does not like being lied to. You're his responsibility. He needs to know about this. He does, he does, he does. I'm not sure it's a good idea. He won't understand. He's a sharp dog, he is. And you could do with his help tomorrow. The other monks usually prefer to deal with Blackrunners. In any case, I'll go and meet Dravonia right now. Now. With a new sense of purpose, I hop off to my feet. Thanks, Aeyon, for everything. I really don't know how long I'll be here, but pff, say no more. We'll figure it out. I'll see you in the morning, Alex. Aeyon ushered me towards the door. I say my final goodbye before leaving his laboratory. And with that, and us being a little bit over time, I think that's a good time to call it. Ooh. So, please comment, cause I like comments, you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise, if you like my YouTube and like Secret, and please like, subscribe, and check out the videos of the Groom Leader, and most help control the pit population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, and that's pretty much it. And until next time, another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix of Soulcreek, a game that hopefully, sorry, really gods, we won't be using an MRI machine. Hey, so thanks and see ya.